Hi, my name is Dr. Don Robison. The 5 pathways of service learning, how do we understand those? Think of them as the 5 big health challenges in our community. And so what we've done is we've created these pathways. Each pathway addresses one significant need, and then all of our projects are pointed at these needs. And so, for example, we have a high prevalence of cardiac arrest and stroke in our community, and so we've created the first response pathway. And in that pathway we have 2 projects: bystander CPR, because we have a very low rate of bystander CPR. We don't really know why, but people are very hesitant to jump in and start CPR in our community, and we have a high prevalence of stroke, and so we've got these community stroke awareness project. So 2 projects, 1 pathway, first response, and that pathway addresses the cardiac arrest and stroke prevalence in our community. We have a lot of diabetics in Eastern Virginia, and so we have a nutrition and exercise pathway and a few projects in that pathway. We lead Virginia in the prevalence of HIV/AIDS, people living with that, and one of the ways we stand out, and I love our community, but one of the ways we stand out is we have a very high prevalence of sexually transmitted infections. And so we have an infectious disease pathway, and within that pathway we have an HIV treatment quality improvement project, and we have an STI focused community needs assessment project. So the projects are within a pathway. The pathway addresses the need. Does that make sense? This community, like practically every community in our country, has a growing elderly population, and so there are unique health challenges there. And then there are chronically ill in our community, as in most communities. And so we have a pathway for the elderly and the chronically ill. And we have projects that address that need. And finally, Norfolk, right where Eastern Virginia Medical School is, there is the state of Virginia's largest public housing project, and we're active there. And the city of Norfolk has 28% of its population living below the poverty line. Compare that to about 15.5% nationwide and 13.5% statewide. So we have right here near our school, we have a significant population of people who are underserved and who don't have the access to health care that so many have. And so so the pathway is underserved and health inequities, and there are projects that address those issues. So our 5 pathways address 5 significant community needs, and all of our projects, and again there are 12 of them, all of our projects address one of these significant needs. So every project is in a pathway. I hope that makes sense to you. Here's a graphic that kind of shows what I'm talking about. It kind of shows need to pathway to project. Thank you, and have a great day.